The world has several such creatures. They have been discovered by a few people but have not been confirmed to exist. These creatures are collectively known as unidentified mysterious animals, UMA. Welcome, everyone, to the UMA video series. In previous videos, we have explored many legends and reports about humanoid or human-like creatures. We always strive to seek the truth behind these mysterious stories and have found that unexplained phenomena are not uncommon. Supernatural occurrences that defy conventional laws often become a popular hypothesis in explaining UMA-related events. Today, I want to share with you a well-known unidentified humanoid creature of the 21st century, the Mantis Man. The Mantis Man, also known as the New Jersey Mantis Man, has been reported multiple times in Hackettstown, New Jersey, USA. It is often described as a giant humanoid creature, approximately 1.8 to 2.1 meters tall, with a triangular head resembling that of a praying mantis, slanted eyes facing upwards, and a uniquely structured mandible. It moves on two legs, and its body is covered in an insect-like exoskeleton. Some witnesses have even described it as having wings on its back but being unable to fly. It is said to have the ability to change its body color to blend into its surroundings, and some even claim it can create illusions to deceive humans. Reports of the Mantis Man primarily come from the blog Phantom and Monsters. Founded by Lon Strickler, a researcher from an international UFO organization. In July 2011, Strickler received an email from a witness named Paul Jacks, recounting a terrifying experience that had happened 5 years prior. In 2006, Paul was invited by his boss to go fishing at the Musconetcong River Basin in New Jersey. It was his first time there, and he remembered the river being very clear, but due to heavy rainfall in previous days, the water had become rougher than usual. Upon arrival, the two men decided to split up to fish in different spots. Paul chose to move downstream. As he was preparing to cast his line, he suddenly noticed something unusual. It was a tall creature, estimated to be around 1.8 to 2.1 meters in height. The first thing he noticed was its strong legs, resembling those of a grasshopper but capable of bending forward like a human's. Its body was long and thin, with a triangular head and large black eyes slanted to the sides, looking exactly like a humanoid praying mantis. When it saw Paul, the creature let out an angry screech before moving upstream, repeatedly glancing back at him over its left shoulder. As it moved, it gradually became more transparent, as if it was turning invisible, and eventually disappeared completely into the surroundings. In the following days, Strickler attempted to contact Paul to gather more details. Paul confirmed that the creature truly had the ability to become invisible. He also emphasized that although it had many insect-like characteristics, it was undoubtedly humanoid because its hands and behavior resembled those of a human. A few days after this story was posted on the blog, another account appeared on the Hackettstown Life forum, describing a similar experience. This event took place in 2010. A businessman named Joe Palance went fishing with his younger brother at Stevens State Park, in the upper reaches of the Musconetcong River. They also split up, each fishing about 50 yards apart. Just as Palance cast his line for the first time, he heard a strange buzzing sound near his right ear. The sound created a strong vibration that made his whole body tingle. When he turned to his right, he saw a nearly 2.1 meter tall creature standing on the riverbank, staring at him. The creature resembled a giant praying mantis, with a grayish-black body and large, prominent eyes. The most terrifying thing for Palance was the creature's lower jaw, which was covered in tiny, constantly moving structures, as if it was chewing something. When it noticed him, the creature stood upright, revealing two pairs of thin, transparent wings on its back. At that moment, Palance felt as if an invisible force had paralyzed him. His consciousness became hazy, and his body was unable to move. At the same time, a thick mist suddenly appeared over the water. The creature slowly retreated toward the forest and then disappeared into the fog. When he regained consciousness, Palance felt completely drained, nauseous, and overwhelmed with an uncontrollable sense of fear. this story was initially submitted to Strickler by a friend of Palant's. The friend mentioned that even to this day, whenever Palance recalls the event, he experiences an uncontrollable fear. After reading the post about Paul's encounter, they decided to share their own story online. In August 2014, Strickler received a third report about the Mantis Man, but the witness chose to remain anonymous. The witness recounted that on July 25, while driving across a bridge over the Musconetcong River, he saw a strange creature. At first, he thought it was a person fishing, but as he slowed down for a closer look, he realized it was not human. The creature was about 2.4 meters tall, with long arms, a light brown body, and an unusually small head compared to its body. It moved slowly toward the riverbank, gradually becoming transparent before vanishing into the forest. Initially, the witness thought it was just a reflection on the water, but after reading the post on the Hackettstown Life forum, he realized that he might have seen the mysterious entity known as the Mantis Man on Strickler's blog and various forums across the U.S. Numerous reports about similar creatures have been documented from the 1980s to 2019. The descriptions are often very similar: a triangular head, large eyes, the ability to turn invisible, emitting a consistent buzzing sound, and even causing electromagnetic interference.